Welcome to my presentation about the analysis of the German airline Lufthansa. The rationale of this presentation is to critically analyze the strategic and non-strategic decision-makings of Lufthansa Airline related to the implementation of the company's key goals, its financial management, and the current market situation. Finally, a number of sustainable future strategies adaptable for the company will be suggested. The international airline company Lufthansa is not only the flag carrier of Germany, its core location, with the corporate headquarters in Cologne, but also the largest airline in Europe in terms of overall passengers. Even if Lufthansa's passenger volume increased enormously in the early 1990s, the company nearly had to declare itself bankrupt due to financial crisis at that time and Lufthansa's ignorance towards necessary cost cuts. As a result, Lufthansa found itself as a founding member of the Star Alliance in 1997. In 2012, the company counted more than 117,000 employees and an annual operating revenue of 30.1 billion euro has been achieved. Responsible for the management of the Deutsche Lufthansa AG and the regulation of its strategy is the Executive Board. This board is appointed and advised by the Supervisory Board, which consists of the Lufthansa Passenger Airline Group, Logistics, MRO, Catering, IT Services and others. In 2012, all segments achieved an increase in their operating result compared to the year before. As it can be seen in the circle diagram, all business segments generated a total revenue of more than 33.3 million euro, whereof the passenger airline group alone has a stake of approximately 70%. During 24 hours, the airline is able to manage the landing and takeoff of more than 280,000 passengers and the transportation of 5,400 tons of cargo. Now, some of Lufthansa's strategic and non-strategic decisions are closer analyzed. In general, strategic decision-makings are defined as taking the right decisions to organize and control personal or corporate choices, which are in the right manner and at the right time to attain results of excellence. Non-strategic decisions, on the other hand, are decisions which are made to implement short-term, more operative strategies and are more efficiency-orientated. Lufthansa's current strategic decision-makings lean on 4 pillars, on which Lufthansa orientate its business performance. The first goal is the increase of Lufthansa's sustainable financial value in order to maintain successfully investing in company areas such as fleets, employees and products to satisfy customers' expectations and fulfill the obligation of their shareholders. The second strategic pillar deals with the expanding of Lufthansa's leading market position in consideration of the increasing importance of the air traffic industry. The third pedestal includes the steady investment in the company's quality of service in all business segments in order to satisfy customers' contentment. In the final step, Europe's largest airline seeks to concentrate on managing an economically and ecologically sustainable company via integrating cash value added in all decision-makings. Regarding to strategic decision-makings, it needs to be differentiated between business-level strategies and corporate-level strategies. In order to stay competitive in today's aviation market, Lufthansa is involving different business-level strategies which focus on specific markets and companies acting in a particular industry. In the following, Lufthansa's business-level strategies in matters of cost reduction will be analyzed. It is highlighted that the reduction of direct costs became more and more important in the 21st century due to the significant growth in competition in the airline industry as a result of liberalization. In the passenger segment, the British loss-making airline BMI has been eliminated and Austrian Airlines has been revamped by Lufthansa in order to reduce unnecessary costs. On the other hand, the low-cost airline Germanwings is offering flights to Europe outside of Frankfurt and Munich as a high-quality but low-cost product. In 2011, 11. Lufthansa's passenger business had to suffer from a massive increase in fuel prices. This growth caused the airline segment a reduction of nearly 45% on the previous year's figures of €629 million in 2010. In the face of growing financial losses and with the intention to reduce unit costs, Lufthansa has planned on cutting 3,500 jobs worldwide, which helped to reduce administrative costs by about a quarter. Corporate-level strategies, on the other hand, are strategic decisions that lead companies to diversify from one business into other business areas. Therefore, another way to reduce costs is to enter new markets through mergers or acquisitions with other airlines, as the companies share coordinated schedules and aircraft, as well as the sale offices and airport facilities, like passenger lounges and reservation staff. Lufthansa constantly tries to enter new markets by negotiating associations with international companies in several industry segments. Lufthansa has been underpriced by several European low-cost carriers, such as Ryanair and EasyJet, concerning short-haul flights, and faces pressure from its strong competitors from the Middle East, such as Emirates Airlines and Qatar Airways. As it is graphed in the adjoining diagram, in the last 10 years passenger numbers at the Middle Eastern hubs rose enormously by approximately 270%, whereas at European international hubs an increase of only 19% had been determined. Additionally, German Airlines seems to work on other terms and conditions due to stricter legal and financial regulations than, for instance, in Dubai. Airlines in this Middle Eastern country are able to cut down on several air travel taxes as well as on many other arising fees which do not exist in this region. Due to that, over the last years, European airlines lost their leading position regarding airline profits in a global comparison. Between 2004 and 2012, European airlines needed to admit financial penalties of approximately $2.3 billion. Nevertheless, Lufthansa outlined that the company aims to keep the leadership in the development and promotion of strategic innovations. This seems to be feasible through organic growth, additional strategic acquisitions, as well as investing in a modern fleet. Another way Lufthansa is expanding its sphere of operation is through the membership within the world's largest alliance. Due to the collaboration within the Star Alliance, the company is strengthening its market position to assure its international competitiveness. This is possible because of increased frequencies, higher load factors, switching to larger aircraft, and higher utilization of fixed assets such as sales offices and terminal facilities. In 2012, for instance, the Star Alliance was able to present the plans for London Heathrow's Terminal 2, one of the most important international hubs worldwide, to become the world's leading alliances terminal by the end of 2014. The map is showing the Star Alliance International operating route network. Summing up the main statements of this presentation, it can be said that Lufthansa ambitiously forged ahead to achieve the company's key aims in order to become one of the world's most powerful airlines. Although Lufthansa had to undergo several challenging phases, the airline was able to overcome these crisis situations. With the help of cost reduction methods and several mergers and acquisitions, Lufthansa is aimed at overcoming financial shortages and expanding the company's area of operations, as well as sharing resources with collaboration partners. Due to a successful strategic management, the company's financial and corporal stability, and a sustainable point of view on the term's future planning, Lufthansa seems to effectively strengthen its position as a global player in the aviation industry. Facing an increasing competition in the aviation industry, especially within Europe, the future performances of traditional airline carriers such as Lufthansa are relatively incalculable. Hence, in the final step, some adaptable recommendations for the airline's future performances are being discussed. First of all, it would be advisable for Lufthansa to broaden its network in regard to future developing countries called BRICS countries. Brasilia, Russia, India, China and South Africa are said to be the main growing future markets. Even if Lufthansa is already providing its services in these countries, there are still some important cities which are not yet integrated in Lufthansa's flight schedules. As it can be seen in the adjoining map of Lufthansa's destinations, in Asia, especially in China and Russia, the airline could still broaden its route network. Secondly, Lufthansa still needs to deliberate whether a restructuring within the company to convert into a more low-cost alike airline would be necessary due to the current highly competitive market situation. As it is said, low-cost airlines are more flexible concerning economical and legal changes, they didn't suffer that much from financial crisis, and benefit from lower taxes and handling fees. By reasons of that, Lufthansa should give closer consideration to current market situations in order to guarantee the company's competitiveness now and in the future. Thank you for your attention.